Beggars can't be choosers, but beggars never quit. Height here, and you already know what this is. It's time for Choosing Beggars. Let's do it. Our first one is from Sky Moogle. For this story, let's do the setting first. I work at a fast food restaurant. I've seen my fair share of choosing beggars, often not too bad. They just want something extra, or something we don't have anymore, and then get mad about it. Like I said, it isn't too bad for what I've experienced so far, but this one guy really takes the cake. We offer coffee at a reduced price for people over 65 years. That's just a little extra like we do for the seniors. This guy, let's call him John Doe, I don't even know his name. He came in one day and he was standing behind one of these seniors, and heard he only paid the reduced price. John Doe was surprised when he needed to pay the full price. Mind you, John Doe is nowhere near 65. I explained to him why this was and how it works. He went off about how ridiculous it was that he had to pay full price because he was a hardworking citizen and these elderly people do nothing else than sit around the entire day. Meanwhile, the senior was standing there while John Doe went on his angry speech, with some colorful language thrown in there. It was almost embarrassing. Then he threatened to come back with a lawyer and he would sue us. "I'm sure I will win this, because this is discrimination," John Doe said. But off he went, with his coffee and his newspaper. It took a while, but he eventually came back. Of course, without his lawyer. But again, he went on this rant, how unfair it was that he had to pay the full price. John Doe explained how he went to another restaurant, which also belonged to the same franchise as mine, and he got his coffee there for the reduced price. I once again explained to him that I can't do it, because those are simply the rules I have to follow. He told me he knew the supervisor of our restaurants, and my supervisor had promised him that he would always get his coffee at the reduced price. Next time, John Doe said he would have talked to my supervisor, and my supervisor would have put me in my place. I am not an idiot, so after this happened and upper management came in for that day, I went to them and explained the situation. They said, no, he has to pay full price, he isn't 65. Luck would have it that my supervisor came in on that same day, and I told him about John Doe. The supervisor said, "I don't give coffee at a reduced price to non-seniors, and even if I did, it would have been a one-time deal." A few months went by without ever seeing John Doe. Then our other restaurant closed down because they were rebuilding the place, so John Doe showed his face again at our place yesterday. Before even trying to order a coffee, he tried to recruit a senior to buy him coffee so he would get it at a reduced price. The senior said he would, so the senior ordered himself a coffee and an extra coffee. I had noticed this and let the senior have his coffee at the reduced price, but the other coffee at full price. So John Doe begrudgingly gave the senior extra cash so he could cover the entire cost. Afterwards, when John Doe left, I went to the senior and explained the situation and how John Doe has been acting towards us. The senior already had a feeling something was going on, because he's a regular customer and knows me normally as a friendly type. Today, John Doe showed up again, and once again he tried to recruit the same senior to buy him coffee. The senior explained to him he wouldn't do that and told him why. So John Doe was mad and demanded to speak to me. So when I showed up at the front, he once again went on a rant about how he knew the supervisor and he always got his coffee at a reduced price at the other place. And how ridiculous it is, now that the other place is temporarily closed, he has to pay full price at our restaurant. I told him to speak to my upper management and my supervisor, and they both told me he had to pay full price. Then he really exploded. "You're calling me a liar? Now I'll go to the other place and I'll tell them what happened here, and when I come back you better watch yourself." Somehow he still bought his coffee. This time I was just done with him, especially because the other place is still closed for another week, so tomorrow he's gonna be here again. So I once again told my upper management what happened and how the guy had been acting. They were firm and said, he has to pay full price, and if he doesn't like it and goes off again, you can kick him out. Meanwhile, they began to contact the supervisors at the other restaurant, and then the big twist comes. Turns out, at the other restaurant, he does get his coffee at a reduced price. However, the current upper management there doesn't know how or why it's done, because it happened before when they were there. So when I heard this, I felt my stomach drop. I knew he'd be back tomorrow to yell at me again, and they're gonna tell me I need to give it to him at a reduced price. But no, I had it wrong. My supervisors told us he would not get his coffee at the reduced price. Furthermore, the other restaurant is now gonna also refuse to give it to him at that reduced price. My upper management will be in before opening tomorrow to handle this guy, if he turns up, so I wonder how that will end. But there you see, if just accepted the full price without going off, he might still have his coffee at the reduced price at the other place. Now he has to pay full everywhere. I mean, to be fair, him paying full price everywhere is exactly how it should have been from the start since he's not over 65. However, him throwing his little hissy fit trying to constantly bring up the other place only sunk his own ship. And our final one is from Toad's World.
Cute art.
Thank you.
By the way, I had a question.
What's up?
I saw you did a profile pic for a person I know. I wanted to ask how much they are, if that's okay to ask. The highlights confused my small head.
It's all good. If you saw I did a profile pic, it was probably digital, but let's clarify, I guess. Was it digital or paper?
Digital, for blank.
Ah, that one. I did a digital half body for her, aka the top half of her character, with a background. If you're just looking for a profile pic, you might be wanting a digital headshot, just your character's head. Is that what you'd like?
I don't really have a character, and I would. I don't know how much it costs though.
Well, it really depends on how complex you'd like the piece. Like, do you want it to be shaded? Do you want a background? And if you don't have a character, what would you like me to draw as a profile pic?
Just a character if you can make one for me. I actually kinda like anime cat girls, not gonna lie. I know it's weird. Slime.
Slime cat girls, gotcha. I'm not one to judge, you're good. So a slime cat girl profile pic? I can definitely do that.
How much would it be if I got one?
Well, do you want it shaded?
I don't know, what is that? I is dumb.
Alright, I'll explain a little. Give me a sec.
That has me concerned. No, none of those things.
Gotcha. A headshot with no shading or background, but with a custom character. I'm gonna charge a little more than the base price for designing a character. Would be $7 USD. You interested?
Inhales, excuse me on moment. Sits up and walks into the bathroom. Muffled screaming can be heard as I walk in and sat down. I can't do that, unfortunately.
Oh, alright. Well, thanks for taking the time to see if you could. If you ever end up being able to cash it in, let me know. My DMs are always open. Thanks for the interest.
Who said I was done talking to Chew? I want to be friends.
Oh, alright.
Nuzzles, I hope you don't mind a yandere clingy girl as a friend.
I don't mind much. I'm a furry, so judging is not in my repertoire.
Fancy word, ooh woo.
Of course, I'm a dictionary boss.
I don't know words.
I'll try to keep them simple for you then.
I ain't that domb. Cuddles.
Alright, it's getting a little late for me, so I'm gonna go to bed. Thanks for talking.
DM me tomorrow, please. Squeezes you.
If I'm free, sure. Good night.
Mimi. Hi.
Hello.
It's been a while. I had a question.
Oh, it has. Nice to chat again.
Huggies, indeed.
What's up?
I can't get any money for a bit, so I was wondering if there's another way I could pay you to do a commission. I don't know if you saw or have told you why I have no money, but basically my uncle committed suicide, so I'm paying for his funeral stuff. So if there is any other way, like maybe RP or NSFW, or maybe ask my friend who drew my OC to make you something, or to be your mommy. Any other way. But I understand if you're too busy or can't accept any of it. Hugs, but I'll still talk to Chew, bestie.
Yeah, I definitely do not accept NSFW or being a mommy as payment. Sorry about your uncle, but I can't do a commission for you if you can't pay.
Okay, Hugs, thank you. Do you want to be my friend? I have zero social problems too in real life, and to be honest, I have zero friends in reality, so it wouldn't hurt to try. If you want to, of course.
Sorry again, but for me, being friends is less about asking and more about just talking every once in a while on stuff like that. Plus, I just checked your account for the first time and I'm not 100% sure I want to associate with you.
Oh, okay. Can we still talk?
Well, what do you want to talk about?
It's up to you. I kinda like talking to people to help me calm down from PTSD. Also, I read your stories, so maybe talking could help both of us.
I appreciate the offer, but I don't think I want to talk. Everything you've posted is very fetishy and objectifying, and I'd prefer not to associate with that.
Well, that's just how I post. To be honest, I'm not like that in real life. In real life, I like building stuff from Legos, because it's a fun activity and I paint stuff.
I really wish all of these people who ask for something for free would put themselves in the shoes of the person they're asking. Would they work for free? I guarantee they'd say no. Would they make art for free? I guarantee they'd say no. Would they deliver something for free that they're giving away for free? Chances are that would also be no. So why don't they just think of that before asking to save everybody time? Alright, that's enough beggars for the day. Well, that wraps up this episode of Choosing Beggars. If you liked the video, please drop a like, share my content on all of your social media, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure to hit that bell so you're notified every time I upload, and drop a comment down below. It really helps with the algorithm and helps new people find my channel. Thanks for watching, thanks to my patrons, have a great day and stay safe out there.